In this video, we will show you part 1 of how Aviatrix Secure Cloud Network Backbone enhances AWS native services. Aviatrix is proud to be one of the very few partners that holds both AWS networking and security competencies. Now let's get to the demo.
Here we have a basic AWS network, two regions, VMs and VPCs, and transit gateways with possible connectivity between all. You just deployed a web server in region 2, but you can't connect to it from region 1. How do you troubleshoot this using AWS native tooling? The native AWS solution for visibility within and between VPCs is called flow logs. And they're exactly as they appear on the screen here. You have some details about the source and the destination and some of the AWS specific hops that it passes through, but there's really no information on the nature of the issue that we're experiencing. We can tell that some part of the flow makes it to the other region. Let's add Aviatrix gateways between the two transit gateways in each region. This is easy to do with the Terraform module. We open the Aviatrix CoPilot, we can see the topology of our Aviatrix network. This includes the gateways, such as these here, the VPCs where the gateways actually live, the connections to the TGW, as well as the latency between Aviatrix gateways, Aviatrix VPCs. This one here is holding steady at about 60 milliseconds, which is about normal between Ashburn and Northern California. Now on to the problem at hand. If we want to do troubleshooting, we can click on the individual gateways and go to Diagnostic Tools. We can ping the endpoint just to see if it responds. I think it should because it responds from the other side from the client VM. All right, so that worked. We can do a test connectivity, which is more like a TCP ping. That failed, as expected, which lends more credence to the idea that this might be a problem on the destination VM. And then finally, we can do a packet capture from this view. All right, so we can see that we've captured two SYN packets on different gateways, and then the reset ACK on the two different gateways in the path. And what this ends up meaning is that the remote machine refused our connection, which suggests the service is down. But before I go check on the service running on that VM, let me show you a few other things here that are worth looking at. Now under Flow IQ, if we look at the trends view, we can see that there's traffic just kind of, going along until a certain point when it just goes all the way down and it just really drops off. So not much going on. So it's most likely that if the service failed, it failed right about this 419 mark when things started trending downwards. And if we want to look at the records, the historical records that we've captured with NetFlow, we can see that at the very end of the time frame we're measuring, we're just seeing these SYN packets. Just SYN, 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 and then as you get closer, start to see more SYN, the push-ACK, fin, SYN, push-ACK, suggests that there's actual communication going along. So we can see that it looks like a service has failed. So I'm going to go take a look at that service real quick, and we'll see how it looks once it's working again. Sure enough, the Nginx service was stopped on the destination VM. We can see when it started to recover, about 4:48, and it's continued along. So now we're fully back up and the problem has been solved with Aviatrix CoPilot.